Okay, here are 5 essential rules for street photography. Here are some rules that I like to keep in mind when I'm on the streets and I'm taking candid, observational street photography. They're good to keep in mind and I think it's worth sharing. And stay tuned for my bonus tip right at the end of this video. I really do think it's going to help your street photography tenfold. The first one is respect people's privacy. Be mindful of people's personal space and privacy rights. Try to avoid capturing individuals in compromising or intimate circumstances. I always like to think, how would you feel if someone was doing this to you? So be respectful when you're in someone's environment. I would hate it if I was just waking up and I was in nothing but my boxers, grabbing the mail, and someone's taken a photo of me yawning and scratching my ass, just for their social media. That would suck. So yeah, this one's maybe an obvious one, but I know some people will do anything for some sort of candid, interestingly weird, photograph. Number 2 is stay aware. Remember, when you're taking photography, you can forget that your safety is maybe at risk. You're maybe not thinking about cars, trains, planes hitting you because you're, too focused on nailing that shot. So yeah, be careful out there. Another one is just be aware of, your valuables. You could have multiple cameras on you. You could have a backpack full of lenses worth thousands, and you put it down for 5 seconds. I mean, that's all someone really needs to grab that bag, nick it with maybe all your laptop and all your work. God, I'm now ruminating that now. That would be horrible. So stay aware. Be vigilant. Don't put yourself in harm's way. Also, know your limits to where you're going. What I mean by this is, don't go to some dangerous hood trying to take photos of gangs or X, Y, and Z. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't go and put yourself in a compromising position where you could get kidnapped or anything just for the sake of a photo. And if you are, and you're a bit of a loon, just let someone know that you're out there, because you might not come back. So like I said, just be vigilant, be aware, be safe. The third rule I like to have is be discreet. Try not to stick out like a sore thumb. I think street photography can sometimes get a bit of bad press, and I think the best way you can do that maybe is try and keep your gear kind of small. Use a smaller setup. Something I'm playing with a lot at the moment is the Ricoh GR3X. Fantastic little camera, the form factor is great, and it's such a powerful little thing. The image quality you can produce out of that is amazing. And I think keeping yourself discreet, not taking your whole kit bag with you. Street photography is something where you can hide in the shadows, lovely, interesting, candid photos, without looking like the paparazzi. So keep it small, keep it discreet, keep it, I'd say, light. That's another thing with street photography. You don't want to be carrying around a massive bag. So another reason to keep it discreet. I think the lighter the load, the easier it is to stay out for as long as you can and take as many photos. The fourth rule to abide by is embrace spontaneity. Street photography is just happening all around you, and it is good to be hot on your toes. Like, just keep your eyes and wits about you. Something is happening. Magic happens in every little second, and it's your job to find those key moments in the world. A great way to embrace this spontaneity is to sometimes preempt it. If you know an event, a time of day, something's going to happen, like I've said in past videos, maybe you know that the light is going to shine at a certain point on that corner and you're going to hang out there. And to embrace that spontaneity of something happening, maybe you know that the scene already is going to be absolutely lit. It's going to be absolutely perfectly kind of set. The scene is set. All you need maybe is a subject, but it might turn into something different. So that's why the spontaneity of street photography is so good, because you don't know what's coming around that corner. You may have the scene, but the most magical thing might just turn up around that corner. So embrace it and be ready. The fifth and final thing is tell a story. Aim to convey a narrative or evoke an emotion. Look for those compelling scenes, look for those juxtapositions, look for anything that looks slightly out of ordinary in the ordinary. They are the magic moments in street photography, and they are the one-off moments that we live for. I could go out today and just have no idea what I'm going to take, but through those images I can tell a real story of the day that I've had and what happened. And it only takes one frame to really show a scene. That's why we've had newspapers for so long. It only takes one photo to express a story, an emotion, a feeling. Our job as photographers is to tell that story. So, and remember, you can do this in more than just one frame. If you like sharing your images to things like Instagram, you've got 10 frames in a carousel just there, but there's no limit to how much you can upload. I know that if you were setting yourself a task, 10 kind of frames would be a great feat to maybe show your time away in a certain location. Think about telling a story when you're next out. So my bonus tip is get yourself a good pair of trainers, hiking boots, something that is so comfortable that you can walk around all day in. When you are in the process of street photography, it can go on for hours and you don't even know. You can start at 9 and you can finish about 5. If you're traveling, if you're visiting a new city for the first time, you could definitely forget how long you'd been on the streets for, because you're walking around, you're seeing new things, and wow, at the end of the day, you really realize how kind of sore your feet have gotten. So invest in some good quality trainers. I can't really recommend any. I just wear a pair of Nikes. They're very lightweight, they're very breathable. I mean, that would be my suggestion, to get something lightweight and breathable and very durable. You want something, like I said, very comfortable, something that is not going to inhibit you. You don't want anything actually inhibiting you from being on the streets. So like I said into one of my points, keep everything light, keep everything kind of discreet and manageable. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. If you've got any rules that you want to share with our group here, then drop them in the comments below. We'd really appreciate it. And I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.